Welcome to the home of energy, the Treasures of Life show. Can you believe it? We are back on your screens. This is the Treasures of Life show right here from Science TV, your inclusion platform. My name is Jonah Simba. Our sign language interpreter is Tobias Omondi. We have a topic for you today. We are talking about something that will interest you for sure. But before I introduce the topic, let me introduce the guests. Lucy Njenga, how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Should I stretch my hand and shake your hand?
Sure.
Jambo.
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 Jambo Kenya.
Jambo Kenya.
Okay, I encourage you to give us your views today on 0111980384. I have my private socials, Blind Jonah Simba, Jonah, Blind Jonah Simba. Get to my TikTok, by the way. I encourage you to get to my TikTok and follow me there. Lucy, yes. I've been having some cold for the last 3 weeks. Is that normal? Is that usual? Since you're a writer, you write all manner of topics. You write even on health. Do you Google your health issues?
Oh, definitely I do, and I would advise you not to be Googling.
Oh, you advise me not to Google my...
Yes.
Why?
I've seen surprising, shocking results from Google concerning my health issues.
Okay.
And maybe it depends on how you search it, but when I search it, when I'm unwell,
yes,
it really comes out so bad.
Oh my. It's almost like shock. You're...
Yeah.
You know, I've been having this cold for the last... some kind of cough for the last 3 weeks. And anyone I meet, they tell me it's something going round in Nairobi. Is that...
It is. Even before the show ends, you'll hear me cough, because I'm also going through the face.
Okay.
Yeah, but I try my best not to interrupt your show with a lot of coughs.
Now, I know you to be a very soft-spoken person. For this show, I allow you to shout. I allow you to speak loudly.
I'll try my best.
So that people can hear you from as far as every corner of this country. Okay?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raise the I will, probably. I want to hear you. Yeah. So let's be loud.
All right.
I know me and you have been through stories. By the way, that story of the crocodile. What happened? We are talking about ethics in leadership. Today we are talking about principles of leadership, ethics in leadership. You said ethics in leadership while we were planning the show.
Yes.
Ethics in leadership. Yes. And we were seated somewhere near lions. You remember we were near lions.
Yeah.
And we had to leave very fast before the lions come out. And
Simbas.
Yes. Interestingly, my second name is Simba. Yeah. But I was so scared. We had to leave that place. Yeah?
Yeah.
But tell me, you were telling me some funny story about a crocodile that attacked somebody. Maybe you say that.
A couple, yeah.
Yeah, so that whoever is listening to us today will have to understand this show properly. We are talking about ethics in leadership. So understanding is key, right? And
whether ethics is a one-off conduct or...
Oh, loudly, I can't hear you.
Whether ethics is a one-off
agenda
or... Yeah, we need to explore around those areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kindly tell me the crocodile story.
I definitely will. It's about this couple that went, sightseeing, visiting the lakes and, the woods.
Okay.
Just having fun, an English couple, they say.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. And so the lady, they carried, whatever tools they needed for the visit, for the tour.
Yeah.
And when the hubby got closer to the water, a crocodile came out and tried to reach for his leg. And then he shouted to the wife, "Honey, shoot it."
Did he try to reach to his leg or did it reach it?
By the time he's shouting this, it has already grabbed the leg.
Okay.
And he's calling out to the wife, "Honey, shoot it." And the lady, reaches for her camera and she's like, I'm shooting it. And all along she's taking photos and videos and, capturing the best angles.
Yes.
And the hubby is desperately trying to tell her, reach for your gun, shoot it. By the time she gets the meaning,
Of course.
what he meant,
Yes.
the hubby has been swallowed
by the crocodile.
Has already been pulled into the water. So, yeah, that was on a lighter note.
So when you're talking about the shot, it's a gunshot. It's not any other shot.
That is you saying.
I don't need to laugh so that I don't cough.
You need to sanitize your mind, Jonah.
Anyway, we are talking about shooting the crocodile with a gun.
Yes, take a shot.
Not take a camera.
He meant reach for her gun and shoot the crocodile, but she reached for the camera and took a shot of the, a photo.
So, we can be here talking and the person listening to us misses it. It depends on how you listen, right?
True.
Yeah. Like now we are talking about ethics in leadership. We have a big issue in the region at the moment. Am I right?
True. Yeah.
Is the problem of our families leadership? Is the problem of our religious settings leadership? Is the problem of our country leadership? Is the problem of our continent leadership? Tell me, Lucy.
Yeah, definitely. If there's a loophole, I am a Christian. I didn't remember to say that. I'm a born-again Christian. And as a Christian, it is impossible to speak into any issue without referring to the Bible.
Okay.
So the Bible says, you shall know them by their fruits. If we are experiencing certain traits or certain things in our region or wherever it is in institutions that we do not like, first of all, the person to bear that burden is the leader, because they are supposed to lead from up there or even from the person, wherever you are leading from. Then we are supposed to see the fruits of your leadership. Yeah,
yes.
so because you'll know them by their fruits. And whether we are looking at it from the biblical view or any other view, definitely a good leader will produce good fruit, good outcomes, productivity, and different areas of the society are going to be thriving, and people are going to be happy generally. So to an extent is a leadership problem, but then it doesn't mean that the individual is exonerated from this issue. The individual also has a role to play, because today, as we speak about ethics, it doesn't mean that if our leaders are ethical, that the individual in the society doesn't have a burden to be ethical.
That's true. That tells me something. You're a writer.
Yes.
I've attended function of people launching books.
Sure.
Yeah, one I attended with you, and I remember meeting very good writers.
Yes.
One of them was Dr. Hassan. I hope he's watching.
Dr. Hassan.
He was
a very remarkable man.
Right. He has a lot of books and several other writers.
So many, yeah.
There was a police officer, by the way, who released a book. Remind me.
Philemon
Okach.
Yeah.
Philemon Okach. Yeah. Yes. He released a book, Disability Mainstreaming.
Yes.
And interestingly, in disability mainstreaming, there was the issue of integrity. Can you believe it?
Yes.
That even to give persons with disability space in the society, it's an issue of integrity.
It is. You cannot, unless you're ethical, you cannot remember to include those that are suffering, are going through some disadvantage in the society. You have to be ethical. You have to have empathy, to think about them and to imagine yourself in their shoes, so that you will want to make it, to make all conditions conducive for them as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The issue of honesty and the issue of trust.
Yes.
And then there was that other issue of transparency.
Yes.
Not so many people want to be loyal to the Constitution.
Very true.
And, for Christians and for religions that have books, there is that integrity of being truthful to the book.
True.
So for many leaders, it's actually constitution. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is constitutional.
Does it take rocket science? Is it something that can be done, really, Lucy?
It is.
Have we lost it in terms of
It is.
integrity? Are we really able to obey the Constitution?
We are. I am one person who believes man or the human beings to be
Yes.
intrinsically good, originally good. There's these other people that believe, there's this other side that believes people are intrinsically bad, but I believe people to be intrinsically good. It means we all have the ability to be good. We all have that blueprint. We have the capability of being good, of being people with integrity,
Right.
people that can be trusted, people that can live ethically. We have it in our DNA, we have it in our character. It's only that most of the time, I think because of the environment we find ourselves in, people tend to look for shortcuts, which
Okay.
end up being unethical in most of the times. But, and maybe the conditions also make it extremely hard, or rather hard for
Yeah.
some, to always choose what is ethical. Our society and the conditions, the economy, and stuff
When
like
you
that.
talk of conditions, actually,
Yes.
there is the power struggle. Yeah, power struggle.
Yeah.
Just the feeling that it's my team that has won. It's my team that is in control. I'm the one on the steering wheel.
True.
That's just that feeling of control. Messes our focus on integrity.
Yes. Because you find, especially when you talk about power struggle, it becomes a struggle because everybody wants it. Or rather, those that want it is more than one, and they all want it for themselves.
Yeah.
But if there were, that brings in the concept of greed for power.
Right.
So that is what makes the whole scenario ugly, and we have all these wars coming out. We have all this struggle, erupting from it, and as a consequence,
Yeah.
things crop up.
Do good people ever get to the apex?
Yeah, yes.
Because
they
it's
do.
like you have to be rough. You have to be crazy.
Survival for the fittest.
Yeah. I'm happy about your hairstyle. That's dreadlocks.
Jonas,
Whenever we see dreadlocks, we know
you had to
rebels.
mention it.
We say rebels without a cause. But I know you. You are not a rebel.
I have to set the record straight. I am not a Rastafarian. I am a Christian, like I said. This is just a hairstyle. Yeah, I like the fact that it is natural. I don't have to put artificial extensions.
Okay.
The many times I think about cutting it, I then think about the alternatives, that I have to go buy hair.
Okay.
Why do I need to buy hair when I have hair on my head? So I like it to keep it simple.
Okay.
And as you keep on insisting, I am not.
Okay.
I am not a Rastafarian. Maybe, of course, there were Mau-Maus in my lineages.
Yeah. You're from Nyandarua?
Yes, I am. And
Okay.
my grandfather and my grandmother were in the fight for independence for this country.
Okay.
Yes, and they were taken to the. They went to all the stories we hear, they experienced, including my own grandmother, who is my namesake.
Okay.
Digging her own grave as she was supervised.
Oh boy, she dug her grave.
Yes.
And then she was killed.
Thank God, no, it didn't get there. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
Yes, she only dug it together with her friend. They dug their own graves, and then when it was almost the right size, God came through for them, and something, the colonialists had to rush somewhere, and he didn't supervise the burial.
Oh boy.
So
That's
as you
how
can
they
imagine,
survived.
of course, they didn't wait for him there.
Yeah.
They took to their heels.
Sorry. I'm not supposed to laugh.
Too bad.
I'm not supposed to laugh. Whenever I laugh, I cough. But those stories are just interesting. Tell me.
Yes.
Let's move from integrity. What other principle can you think about?
Empathy. Empathy, like we said, which is...
How about if I get to your career or to your profession? Communication.
Yes,
That's also.
Yeah. It is also a principle. Maybe under ethics.
Yeah.
There's
It's one of the-
integrity and under ethics. We cannot separate ethics and integrity from any area,
Okay.
be it communication or leadership, like we had just said before.
Okay.
But now, majoring on communication, now that you've brought it up,
Yeah.
Ethics in communication is a very key element.
Okay, when you talk of ethics in communication, are you talking about respecting the people you are talking to?
Yes.
Attitude in the way you are talking, or what are you talking about?
Yes, all of that, plus the fact that you have to be truthful in your communication. Remember, not all communication is truthful. And some, maybe they escape that bit about being truthful by
Okay.
being inaccurate. So
Okay.
that you're given information, but then it's not accurate. So it's a cover-up of the true or the exact or the accurate communication.
Okay.
So again, that is an issue of integrity. We have to be accurate in our communication and precise, and
Okay.
then we have to be as truthful, just laying down the facts.
Yeah,
As they are.
I'm almost hearing you talking of those many C's: concise, clear,
Yes, exactly.
correct.
Yes,
Truthful is
accurate,
the
yes.
information should be correct.
Yes,
The information should be concrete,
And precise, exactly,
holistic,
yes.
holistic information. You've looked at it from all corners,
Yes.
not just one way. So it's concrete. It can stand the test of time.
yes.
And then what? Because there's so many C's there.
Accuracy. So what we
Yeah.
are saying is communication.
information.
Yes, correct. In fact, to sum it up is correct information.
Okay.
There's a way you can get information and you filter it, because there's information filtering.
Yeah.
Then there's editing, which I do. I'm an editor, but I'm not supposed, in integrity demands that I'm not supposed to edit out or change the information that I receive,
Okay.
maybe to suit a certain, maybe a certain audience or
Yeah.
certain circumstances.
Yeah.
And this, comes down to integrity, where, like we said, or we have heard before, that integrity is not a switch.
Okay.
That you have to switch on it.
But
it off, depending on
are you aware of the case between Donald Trump and the BBC World Service? You've heard of that story?
Yeah, I have heard.
It's moving round.
Sure.
There is the issue of that story. It's going on. And it's quite an issue about correct information. And
Yes.
it's a back and forth. Maybe as you're standing before people,
Yes.
as a leader, maybe even a pastor or whoever,
Yes.
maybe sometimes you don't just speak out of emotion.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
you speak from the point of, you play above it. You play above
Yes,
politics.
emotion
You play
and,
above
yeah,
emotion.
politics, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Many times we get emotional while communicating, right?
True.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. That reminds me, you need to communicate your vision. Is vision also an ethic? Ethic in
Yes,
leadership?
like I said, you cannot separate ethics from any area. When you're talking about vision,
Yeah.
say it's an organization that is setting up its vision, it has to be based on integrity and
Right.
ethics. Yeah, there's no way you expect to base your vision on unethical actions, unethical practices. Like we've had issues with medical ethics.
Okay.
Why do you think, Jonah, there would come up issues about medical ethics? Because as people, you can imagine people when they are unwell, they are in the most vulnerable, state.
Yeah.
And now we are speaking about matters ethics. It means people may take advantage of their situation.
Okay.
Nowadays, we can hear many cases of organ sale, organ trade.
Yeah.
And say if you're sick, you're on that theater bed.
But that's true.
You're on top of a theater bed. It takes integrity. If we do not have ethical doctors, then there's no point. I mean, they will see the avenue when you're there. You're not in control. You're not even conscious. Why? What will stop them from taking your other kidney and living with one?
As you're talking about that,
Yes.
I'm trying to hear through it.
Yes.
You've just touched. We've spoken about vision.
Yes.
maybe as a leader of a county or a country,
Yeah.
you may have vision
Yes.
for the medical sector. Now that you've talked about the medical sector, and can you believe it, we're already out of time.
Really?
You've talked about the medical sector.
Yes.
You have a vision. You need to communicate it.
Yes.
You have to be clear in communicating that vision.
Yeah,
Am
and
I right?
precise. Yes.
So that you don't cause confusion, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that,
Clarity and precision and accuracy in communication.
yeah,
It all has to bring it out. So
and it
that-
has to be consistent.
Yes, very consistent. Actually, that is the basis or the root of ethics.
Okay.
Yes, it has to be consistent.
Just we go for a break. Is there something about adaptability?
Yes, yes, yes.
You need to adapt.
Yes, you have to adapt because, which we are going to probably discuss after the break.
Okay.
Ethics is not something that comes just like a switch or you just tap and you're ethical now.
Okay.
You're not ethical now. You have to practice, you have to adapt to the new you who embraces ethical conduct and practices it on a daily basis so that you, through consistency, adaptability now to the new you, you become an ethical person. You're
How
able
about
to
becoming
carry on.
relevant? There is so much young people in the continent right now. You need to adapt to their language, adapt to who they are.
If you want to communicate precisely, if they
Yeah.
do not understand the other language, then definitely you have to be to adapt to their language.
We have to go for a break.
Yes.
Viewers, with Lucy Njenga, interestingly, a writer. Wow. Just in case you've been fatigued for one reason or another, never fail to follow these shows on YouTube. Just go to Science TV. Today, I'm coaching you how to get there. Just go to Science TV. Once you're there, just you can go to playlists, right, Lucy?
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
you can go to playlists
Treasures.
and just check for Treasures of Life show. Right, Treasures of Life. You will get many, many shows there. In fact, top on the list will be this latest one, Ethics in Leadership. You will find valuable information to energize you. We are with Lucy Njenga. Lucy Njenga is a writer. I'm amazed. I gave you where you come from without knowing. Are you from there?
Yes, yes. I'm
You're
from Nyandarua.
You're
proudly.
from Nyandarua?
Yes.
Not Nyahururu?
Nyahururu is a town in Nyandarua, so
Not Olkalau?
half of it is in Nyandarua, half of it is in Laikipia.
Olkalau? Or Nyahururu?
Nyahururu.
Nyahururu.
Yeah.
Half of it is in Nyandarua, half
Yes.
of it is in Laikipia.
Yes, but I'm from the Nyandarua side.
Wow, those are active Mau Mau zones. Yes, those are
Yes, you
areas
can say
where,
that too.
you know, there's a reason why I'm taking you back to that history. You are
Okay.
the bridge to the future.
All right.
Your sons and daughters of the Mau Mau.
Sure.
Your grandmother participated in that Mau Mau war.
Yes.
I would imagine.
my grandfather as
I would
well.
imagine with your grandfather.
Yes.
That tells me they had a vision for the country
Yes.
and probably for the continent.
Sure.
Are we on track as young people of today in carrying leadership as it is, in your opinion, because you're talking about ethics in leadership? Maybe as you say that, you can tell us, are there consequences
Yes.
to these lapses in ethics?
Oh, definitely. And there are grave consequences of
Okay.
lapses in ethics.
Okay,
Like,
it's a cool evening. I'm struggling to hear you. It's a very cool evening, but I know the viewer is hearing you. So-
Yeah, I'm sure they can hear me right. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
They
So
can
tell
hear
me,
right
tell-
aloud. So yes, there are consequences of lapses of ethics, and that means we are talking about gaps where ethics is not embraced or
Yeah.
people are not ethical consistently. So when it comes to ethics, it is demanded that this be a conduct that is consistent. So, and like we said, Jonah, being ethical is being guided by some moral principles. And you cannot be guided by moral principles today, and tomorrow you're going back to immoral principles.
Right.
So it requires and actually demands for consistency. So that if you're a moral, you are an ethical person, then you want to stand out as such. And when there are lapses in that, say today I see that the situation is not very convenient for me to be ethical, and I'm lapsing back to something else.
Come on.
I'm
you mean
taking
to
a
say
break.
you can take a break from ethics?
Yes, people take breaks. What do you do when you choose corruption?
Okay.
What is that? That is just a break from your ethical conduct.
Okay.
So if at one point you want us to see you as an ethical leader, and then behind, when no one is watching, you're being unethical in your conduct in so many other ways. I'm not just talking about corruption. Ethics is a broad term that encompasses all of these other rights.
Does it touch on morality?
Yes, it's basically all about that, because, like we said, ethics is you're
Probably
guided,
you're a doctor.
You're being guided by moral
Maybe
principles.
you're a doctor. You're
Yes.
not supposed to. No wonder. Do doctors swear? Do they swear the oath when they are getting into practice?
I do not
Maybe
know about
there's
swearing, but I'm sure there's a
some
binding
code of conduct,
Yeah,
some
a
kind.
binding code
Yeah.
for doctors, because there are things, there are areas they're not supposed to cross. There are boundaries that they're not
Okay.
supposed to cross when they are dealing with, their patients, and
Yeah.
even information, like you said, communication and information. There's information they're supposed to hold private, information that is given to them, and that includes the whole medical team, including nurses
Okay.
and people who may come, administrators who get across this information.
It's interesting how the public trusts doctors. We trust doctors. They never fail. They're the most ethical you can imagine. Am I right? Yes and no?
Yeah, it's a yes and no, because we have unethical doctors.
Okay.
I believe we had one in Kenya. I don't like mentioning names, but we had one in Kenya some time back.
That's just one.
I know. I personally saw that because it was a scandal.
Okay.
You're going to a hospital and the doctor takes liberty of your body now that, after ensuring that you're not you're unconscious, and then now. That is very unethical. And that is why we are talking about ethics. You cannot separate it from whatever profession it is.
By the way, there's another profession that I was told also ethics applies. It's almost in every profession.
In all.
Law.
All.
In law, the advocates.
Yes.
You need to be a qualified advocate.
Yes.
Apparently, we are being served by people who don't have documentation.
Yes, that's just another person. It's not about the profession. It's just an individual who has decided to take a shortcut, like we said, or
Right.
to take a break from the ethical conduct. And now they are looking for a shortcut. They do not want to go through the process of becoming a counsel, a lawyer, and going to school and all of that, passing through the bar and all of that. They are looking for a shortcut so that they're able to practice and get the gains that other counsels do. And that is, of course, an unethical practice, irrespective of how they are performing in it or how they got the information to represent other people.
Yeah.
It is unethical in that they do not respect.
Yeah,
the
and
process.
Lucy, may I confess something?
Yes.
I've voted many times.
Yes.
I wish a time comes when the person who is helping me to vote is made to swear. Next time I'll go with you. Because we don't have braille, we don't have voice in the voting booth. So we depend on our assistants. I pray and hope that I've been voting for the correct person.
I pray so.
I sometimes wish that they make these people to swear. Sometimes you go there and you just find a police officer saying, "Kuja, kuja, who do you want to vote for?" Then you find the agents ganging up, and you know. Then you're taken in the booth with somebody, and you pray, "Oh my God, I hope she's ticking or he is ticking the right boxes." Ethics in governance.
Yes, and now that we're in the inclusivity phase, and you have people like Philemon who are police officers, I want to believe that we are advancing. I want to believe that in the future elections, we will have PWDs being, included practically, so that you are able to be sure who you have voted for. If you do not, in cases where you're not sure because you placed trust on someone, and you want to believe that they voted for the person that you asked them to. In future, we want to be sure that you have a way of confirming that, or even you have a way of voting it yourself. Voice, like you said in Safaricom, we have that. So we can also, find ways
Yeah.
of including that in the voting system, whereby you just pick the name of the person you wish to vote for, and that goes is
Good
counted as a
ideas.
vote. Yeah. So that it is counted as a vote. Or for those who are able to do Braille, then you are able to.
You're
vote in.
reminding me your religion, Christianity,
Yes.
where somebody was marrying. Was that Jacob? And he was given Leah
Yes.
instead of Rachel.
Yes. Even the birthright, when the father was blessing both, he blessed Jacob instead
Yes.
of Esau.
Somebody ran
Yeah,
away.
and he just put on some, because he was visually
Yeah.
impaired at that point. So he
Yes.
put some goat skin on his skin because
Actually,
Esau was hairy.
It was because he was visually impaired.
Yes.
But that was divine.
Yes. Because of age, I believe. Advanced age.
He ended up blessing
Jacob. Yeah,
thinking
instead
that
of
was
Esau.
Esau.
Yeah.
We have people right now selling their birthrights
Yes.
by unethical conduct.
True.
You can actually sell the birthright of your family, of your country, just because of money. Am I right?
Yes, it's happening.
Many people do that.
It's happening. People have sold not just the birthright, but even life. Selling your king because of money. It's unfortunate that in these last days, people have fallen, stooped too low in the worship of money. And that is becoming the end.
Is
the
money
end of
everything
man.
nowadays? It's like it's money. Without money, you can't even win an election.
Yes.
Without money,
Yes.
Literally, you can't get a job. You can't do anything. Literally, you can't get respect.
Yes.
Is it all about money?
That is what it is coming to.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
I'm almost saying you can't even get a girlfriend.
Oh, are you about to say that? There are many who have lost girlfriends because of lack of money.
Yes, tell me.
Fortunately, there is hope. There is hope if our society and as individuals, we are able to embrace ethics.
Right.
And to be ethical people, we conduct ourselves ethically. And you see, one of the principles of ethics is empathy. Empathy.
Yes.
If the other person is not able to get money for heaven's sake, you're not supposed to deny them what you'd allow others just because they have money. And this particular, probably whatever it is you're denying, is not bought by money.
Right.
Like you say, the right to association, you're denied the position to associate with certain people just because you do not have money.
Right.
In our social status and many other things. But when we have empathy and we are reminded that we are all human beings created in the same imago Dei, image and likeness of God, we will embrace each other irrespective of our social or economic standing.
It makes me feel like, how do I put this in a very respectful way? But talk about empathy first and other issues.
All right.
Maybe before I'm finding a way of framing this without being offensive.
Yeah.
But
anyway, as you think through it, you remember, I think we skipped this. You had mentioned about consequences of ethical lapses.
Yeah.
Yes, and we didn't go into that. So as you frame your next point,
Right.
we can be looking into that. So I would like to point out that through consistent ethical conduct, trust is built. Trust is built through consistent ethical conduct. Yeah.
Trust is built.
Yes. So you have to consistently show that you're ethical. You're an ethical person for people to trust you. Say if you're a leader, then you have to portray that you are consistent in your ethical behavior. You are truthful. You deliver whatever it is that you say, because our politicians unfortunately have a tendency of telling us all these beautiful promises, but when it comes to delivering, there's a gap. So if there are these lapses, and these lapses, one of the greatest consequences that there's breaking of trust.
Okay.
So if this person is consistent in telling you one thing and doing the other, or this person is consistent in, we elect you and then we never get to see you again. We only get to see you again at our grassroots, wherever areas, or even addressing the Wanjiko, the issues that are affecting the normal mwananchi, only when it is getting close to another election, then we cannot develop trust. So trust is broken. That is one of the consequences.
Okay.
And not just in our leaders.
Karma? How about karma?
Karma?
Yeah. Divine almost like divine legal, divine justice coming in. Let's
Yeah,
say
let's
you
talk
may
of-
go away with so many things, but there is a divine being watching.
Yes.
And this may come after you.
Yes. Especially leaders. I remember once, I do not remember the name of the movie. Maybe once I remember it, I'll mail it to you so that you guys
I hope
can
it's
watch
not
it.
Lion King.
Really, Jonah. So this, I remember it was a person that had murdered. I remember now just in bits.
Yes.
A person who had murdered someone, and they went through the whole legal process, and through the whole process, and they were able to escape with that.
Oh boy.
They were able to get away with murder, and somehow maybe they had very good representation by their counsel and all of that.
Yeah.
And then now on the day of judgment, when the judge dropped the man and said, they were declared innocent, so they got out dancing, and they knew they had murdered this person.
Yeah.
And they are dancing just outside the courtroom.
Right.
And he was singing, actually the song that was being sung, and he was dancing to it is that I got away with murder.
Oh boy.
He's dancing, I got away with murder. And suddenly.
Right. Suddenly, that is not Lion King.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is not Lion King.
Right.
Suddenly, a stone, I think a block of the shade of that building fell in that very instance and crushed them just on the courtroom door.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that is divine justice, or you might like to call it karma. I
Right.
prefer to call it divine justice.
Right.
Because justice, you may get away with so many evils, so many unethical practices, but eventually it has a way of catching up with you.
Yeah.
It has a way. So now that you talk of divine justice,
People don't understand sometimes how accountability pays. Simple thing like, just a simple thing like accountability.
yes,
Yeah. It has a way of giving you back dividends
true,
right from your soul.
yes.
Am I right?
Yes, you are very right on that. And when you talk of accountability, we might think that you are referring to being accountable to others. There's also the expectation. If you're an ethical person, then there's the expectation on yourself that you have to be accountable to yourself too. How and for you to do this, to even be accountable to yourself, then to others, you have to reflect. You have to be to lead some reflection bits and observe how your conduct has been, how you've been handling situations, whether you're following on or you're following on your the principles that guide you, the ethicals the principles that are supposed to guide you along your ethical walk. So accountability is very key, because if you're accountable to yourself, then you'll be able to be accountable to others, and that means there's also transparency, so that you are able to lay out facts as they are, and you're not ashamed. That's the goodness with being ethical or choosing the ethical side.
Yeah.
You are not ashamed because you got nothing to hide, and if you realize that most people. Let alone not just our leaders, but most people. If your conduct is unethical, you'll be ashamed. You'll be doing it, behind scenes. You do not want people to see, and so that is another consequence, Jonah, of unethical lapses. Unethical lapses, that there is damage of character. If you had a name, then it is damaged. The moment you allow ethical lapses, so trust
I'm
is
always
broken.
being reminded of the saying, sin is a reproach to any people.
Yes, that's why they always do it in hiding. If you're stealing, you will not steal in the limelight.
Okay.
If you're cheating, if you're backbiting, you're lying about certain things, you will always want to do it undercover. Some form of cover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So ethics is very. If you're an ethical person, then you're friendly to the light.
I'm thinking of that question that I wanted to frame, but for lack of a better way of framing it, let me just say, isn't it important for leaderships to empower their people? It's a bit embarrassing, if not very, to find masses that are hungry, Masses that, just seeing something that should be theirs, something like good health.
Yes.
A simple thing like water. I saw something going round, people in the northern Kenya celebrating because a lorry of water had come.
Yes.
And they were celebrating so much. Yet this is a commodity that should have been provided to them many years ago.
Yes.
It's almost like it's luxury for you to have food, security,
And water.
for you to have water, for you to have proper shelter, a decent life. It's like honor. Just mutual respect. It's a luxury.
Yes.
You're so used to living in pain, in shame, in hurt. Courtesy of the leaderships that you've been through many, many, many years.
Yes. So now that you talk about empowerment,
Yeah.
it is you are right that a leader that aims to empower their people, or leaders that aim at empowering their people, they have to be empathetic in the first place. They have to really understand or be empathetic of the situations that their people are going through. For example, you mentioned the people in Turkana. Some of them, I saw a situation where they had to take a 3-day journey to get a 20 jerrycan of water. And you can imagine if she's taking, say, a lady of the house is taking a 3-day journey to get to the spring maybe, or whatever source they are going to be getting the water from, and then she takes another 3-day journey to get back and only deliver a 20-liter jerrycan to a family, say, of 7. You wonder how it is that they are going to be sharing that water.
Are they the hummingbirds? Almost like...
Almost something very close.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that form of crisis. If you are a leader in such a region, you have to be very empathetic. You have to be very ethical. For you, first of all, ethical, then now you'll be able to be empathetic with the situation of your people. And now you'll be looking for all forms of avenues. If there's government resources that is available, then you'll definitely be channeling all of it to such a cause to ensure that your people are not going through that kind of thing anymore.
Are you not worried with me, Lucy? Sorry, I'm cutting you short. I hope Tobias, the sign language interpreter, is able to get this. To catch up. Yeah. Are you not worried with the amount of man hours that the young people are losing in, places of, how do I call it? You find them seated together, bus stages, playing draft.
VV bases.
Yeah, because of lack of jobs. And many times they're just there, wasting those are
wasted manpower.
Man hours. A lot of it wasted.
Lots of it, yes. The jobless situation in our country is alarming, yes. And I want to believe our leaders at their own levels are doing what they can, or their best rather, to ensure that they are bringing these, these numbers down. Because true, as you have pointed out, Jonah, there are so many. You walk to any bus stage, you walk to any VV base, you walk to any
center.
Yes,
local
you'll find
centers.
them.
Now we are in Christmas season and we are going to our local centers.
Yes, you'll find them there, empty pockets.
And you know
just
what?
Passing time there.
They are waiting for the people who are coming from the cities, Nairobi, Mombasa, Eldoret, Kisumu, Nakuru.
Yes.
And suddenly they turn them into mheshimiwas. It shouldn't be so. You hear mheshimiwa. When you hear that word, it's like they need money.
Yes, definitely.
Little monies.
They want something for food, because if you are spending your entire day at the bus stop and doing no work, because the little that is there has to be shared by so many, then it means you're hungry. And if you spot a mheshimiwa, you'll definitely salute and run and expect to get something. Empowerment, like you said, should be at the back, should be at the forefront of every leader, whatever area that you're looking forward to. If you're looking forward to being elected or you're in the office, I think one of the major things that you should look into is empowering your people, not just the youths or the jobless. You're able to look at the whole the whole circle. You're able to look at the different groups of people and whatever it is, whatever areas that they need empowerment.
Including persons with disabilities.
Yes, EWDs have to be included. We are talking about inclusivity.
Right.
I should never forget that. So looking into these groups and identifying with the help of other leaders, you identify the gaps where empowerment is required. And like we said, if you have empathy, then you look for means and ways of empowering these people and sealing the gaps, and even by doing that, you're assisting them be ethical people, because some of the young people that you find engaging in crimes, some of them actually do it for lack of any other choice. I'm not supporting crime though.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You are almost touching on the point on adaptability, because many of the leaders, whether that is in the religious setting or in a government setting, they want to be relevant.
Yes.
Goes without saying. Being relevant means identifying with the young people.
Yes.
I'm almost thinking this way. I don't know whether you share it as we wind up. Is politics really our solution, or we should go for other things like food security? Because we've tried politics for so long. Is politics really our solution at this stage?
No, I also wouldn't think politics is the best solution, but rather empowerment, and through maybe measuring on that food security. Because when we speak about food security, then we have to find ways of empowering them through business opportunities, work opportunities, or even agriculture. Because I think most of our people have run away from agriculture, from the farms, from the villages, from the country. And
can you imagine someone selling his farm to buy a motorbike?
Really?
You sell an asset to buy a liability.
Ignorance, lack of knowledge, I would say.
Let's wind it up there.
Yes.
I'll bring you again. Will you come?
I definitely will.
Thank you. We have been with Lucy Njenga, writer. We have been talking about ethics in leadership. Our sign language interpreter has been Tobias Omondi. My name is Jonas Simba. Feel free to share with us on 0111980384. See you next week on the Treasures of Life show. Bye.